Oh, something's happening. Let's find out what's going on.
Mr. and Mrs. Tang, I have known you guys for quite a while, and I feel like I see you guys as my own family just because how well you've treated me and how supportive you've been of my relationship with Chloe. So I think it's finally time. I want to ask if I can marry her.
Finally.
Wait,
I told you he'd do it.
what?
Yeah, but he's always so nervous. I thought he was gonna ask next year.
We had a bet to see when you finally made up and asked us, and I won.
Anyway, of course.
Nothing will make us happier. We see how happy you make her, and we think you guys are really good for each other.
Yeah, so what's the date?
I don't know. I was kind of thinking fall or winter because, super pretty.
It's not that simple.
What do you mean?
You need to make sure to pick an auspicious wedding date.
A what?
An auspicious wedding date. You need to make sure the day isn't unlucky. The date is based on the zodiac sign, the bride and the groom's and relatives. Don't worry, we'll get the best feng shui master we know.
We got your back, Hamza.
Thanks, guys. You guys are the best.
People say love is the key to happiness, but money helps a lot. Here we are with our couple in love, trying to decide where to have their wedding.
But I've always wanted to go to Thailand.
You know my family lives in Singapore. I thought we were done discussing this.
Okay, just because you were done discussing it doesn't mean I was.
Okay, but you know how important it is for me to have my family at my wedding.
Okay, why can't they just come to Thailand?
Because my culture and heart resides in Singapore. You know how much it would mean for me to have a wedding in Singapore. It would mean the world to me.
Okay, well, I can't argue with that, but can we at least go to Thailand for our honeymoon?
We planned out our honeymoon months ago. We're going to Amsterdam, remember?
You're right. Sorry, I forgot.
But yeah, okay, let's see. I mean, I guess we could have Thailand as like our pre-wedding trip, enough time to detox and get a tan before the real thing.
I mean, I guess we could do that, but
Yeah?
the only thing is we're already so over budget that I don't think we'll be able to afford it.
I'm sure we'll figure it out. Don't worry about the money.
Later that day, Chloe surprised Hamza.
Hey, honey, could you come here?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so you know how we wanted to go visit Thailand before our wedding?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was looking up trip packages and this one seems really good. Apparently it includes Thailand and Malaysia. Wouldn't you also want to go to Malaysia?
I mean, yeah, that sounds amazing.
Okay, well, cool, because, I already paid for it and we're going in exactly a week.
Of course you did.
1 week after, Hamza and Chloe safely landed in Thailand. They settled in their hotel, and within an hour, they were exploring everything Thailand had to offer.
Where do you think we should go first?
I think I've got an idea.
Chloe and Hamza decided to visit the Grand Palace, one of Thailand's most famous attractions.
Whoa, did you know that after it was built in 1782, it was home of the Thai king, the royal palace, and the administrative seat of government for 150 years?
Well, someone paid attention in WAP. Thanks, Mr. Nod. But one of my favorite things about the Wat Frau Tower building was the fact that it was just such an ornate building that had actually one of the first Emerald Buddha statues, which was sculpted from a single block of jade, which was probably one of my favorite parts. But other than that, the original Buddha statue actually is changed seasonally, like the clothes on the statue, by the HM King of Thailand every season, because for some reason it's a huge tradition in the Buddhist calendar.
Cool, that's so incredible.
Chloe and Hamza further explored the country, intrigued by the culture and food.
That palace was awesome and all, but I'm kind of hungry. So I'm thinking we should go to the Sunday night market and walking through Chiang Mai, because we gotta get something to eat.
Okay, yeah, for sure. You know I love to eat. Just one thing, what is the Sunday night market?
Well, from what I've looked up, it's basically the best place to get a good part of Thailand's culture, because you get like the authentic, you get down in the depths of it. They have some great food. I really want to try the taro puffs, which are super popular, and if you've ever tried taro tea, I love that. And they're only like 25 cents.
Cool.
Fascinated by all the culture, the couple stroll down the busy streets as they check out all the shops and food stands on the busy street.
Oh, I'm so full after all of this chicken and coconut soup, but we have to try the pad thai because it's Thailand's national dish.
You're so right. I mean, you know I love banana leaf, but having it straight in Thailand, ooh, it's gonna slap. But we have to ask for mild because you can't handle any spice whatsoever.
Yes.
Tired of the crowds and on the last days they had left in Thailand, Chloe and Hamza decided they needed a more relaxed adventure.
Okay, to save the best for last, I think we should go to the Fiji Islands.
Okay, the Fifi what?
The Fifi Islands. It's like a group of 6 islands with the 2 biggest one being Fifi Don and Fifi Lay. Fifi Don is super popular and it houses a lot of people, but then Fifi Lay is like apparently deserted or something like that. I still want to go though because it houses the beautiful Maya Bay, which is where the movie The Beach, which stars the sexy Leonardo DiCaprio, was starring in. Come on, we have to go.
All right, let's do it.
Chloe and Hamza headed straight to the Fifi Islands to relax for the last few days. After those days, they both got on a plane and flew to Malaysia. At the airport, they discussed the must-see places they should visit.
Ooh, look, okay, there's the exit. Oh my
Oh.
gosh, these are in English.
All right, so what are the plans?
Okay, well, I really want to visit the Batu Caves because it's apparently a really important religious landmark for Hindus. And it has this cathedral cave, which is the most popular cavern there. And it houses like hundreds of shrines. So yeah, I definitely want to go there. Oh, and the art gallery cave and the museum cave, we have to.
Okay, we can do all that, but we also have to do the Petronas Towers, okay?
Okay.
You know I love architecture,
Yes.
and they're the tallest towers, 88 stories high, 452 meters, so we're doing that. And then afterwards, we're gonna go shopping at the Surya
Okay.
KLCC Mall.
Okay.
All right?
Yes,
Let's go.
sounds good. Let's go.
After the couple happily toured the Petronas Towers, they further soaked in the Malaysian culture and did a bit of damage shopping. After taking a taxi to the Batu Caves and climbing 272 tiring steps to the top, they finally arrived at the iconic tourist attraction where they entered the art gallery cave.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired.
Yeah, you and me both, but it's fine, we're almost there. And we were so excited to see the carvings and
Yes.
Murugan,
Yeah,
those guys.
Okay, yes.
Let's do
The
it.
couple was completely captivated by all the murals and wall paintings in the art gallery cave. After soaking in the beauty of all the art, they visited the other caves there, like the Temple Cave. The next day, the happy couple make their way over to Singapore, where they first stop at the Singaporean Botanical Gardens. It's known as the first botanical and experimental garden in the country that was established in 1822 and was a pivotal aspect in transforming the island into a tropical garden city.
Oh my gosh, look how drop dead gorgeous these are. These orchids are so pretty.
Not as pretty as you. Look, smell.
After eating some delicious and authentic Hainanese chicken, they make a pit stop at the Merlion.
Ooh, take a picture of me with the Merlin. I want to pretend like I'm drinking the water, okay?
Okay, what a kid, but fine. Just know you're disrespecting the official mascot of Singapore that depicts a mythical creature with a lion's head and the body of a fish.
Oh, but still do it anyways.
Okay, I know we only have a couple hours left before we have to go to my parents' house, but I want to stop by one more spot. Oh, okay, why don't we go to the Gardens by the Bay? It's home to 18 of these massive tree-shaped vertical gardens known as super trees, and you know I'm a sucker for trees. Oh, and we can see them as we walk across the OCBC Skyway. Come on, let's do this.
Okay. But I see here that there's a flower dome, which is apparently the largest glass greenhouse. So we definitely have to stop by that.
Okay.
Okay? Cool.
Alright, sounds good.
They take Singapore's convenient public transportation known as the MRT to the Gardens by the Bay, where they have a blast taking a bunch of pictures and enjoying the view before finally heading to Chloe's parents' house. 2 weeks before the wedding, the betrothal ceremony took place between the groom and the bride's parents. The guo dali symbolizes the groom's sincerity in marrying the bride. During the betrothal ceremony, the groom will present the bride's family with a variety of gifts that represent fertility and prosperity, such as oranges, pig trotters, and jewelry.
Okay, so I know I really don't know a lot of Singaporean culture, but I really tried my best to do it justice. So here's the guo dali.
Thank you so much. This is the best I could have asked for.
Fast forward to the day before the wedding. Hamza and Chloe were at her mother's house.
It's now time to perform one of the most precious wedding traditions, the hair combing tradition.
Excuse my ignorance, but no one's touching my hair. What ceremony are you talking about?
First, you have to understand what it means. First off, it does contribute to hairdressing prior to the wedding, as well as the coming of age to the couple. Generally, it's agreed upon that the bride and groom conduct their ceremonies in their respective homes, and each home has a meaning.
So, are you telling me I have to leave?
Unfortunately, I think you do. It's part of our tradition.
Okay, I'm just gonna go look at the city more.
Chloe's mother started the ritual. The hair combing ritual signals the bride and groom's transition from girl and boy to woman and man, and is a tradition practiced in every Singaporean wedding. The ritual usually takes place the night before the wedding at the bride and groom's respective houses. Before it begins, the bride and groom are required to wash themselves with water infused with pomelo leaves, which is believed to ward off evil. Then they are to dress in a brand new set of pajamas and underwear and be seated in front of a pair of dragon and phoenix candles. In addition, the bride also has to slip on new bedroom slippers before the ritual. A woman deemed to have good fortune will conduct the hair combing ritual.
It's time. The first stroke is a blessing for your marriage to last a lifetime. The second stroke is for happy and harmonious marriage until old age. The third stroke is for an abundance of children and grandchildren. And lastly, the fourth stroke is for longevity.
Chloe shed a tear of joy as her mother brushed her hair for the last time. She was joyful that she was experiencing a Singaporean wedding.